Hey everybody, Presale here, your second favorite Uniswap degen. So today was another very good day because Anarchy was released and that actually did 4x, which is another nice gain, and we've been on a very good streak. I mean, yesterday was some very nice gains and today was another one, and so far the performance has been excellent. You know, there's been one or two that haven't done so well, but the majority have done really well. Obviously, getting into them is a bit difficult, but if you did manage to, or even if you bought on listing, most of them were very profitable. So today's video, I want to cover Royale Finance or Royale Finance. The funny thing is, actually, this was on my spreadsheet about a week or two ago, and I removed it and rated it not pro. But now I've re-added it. And the sole reason for that is because their pre-sale is going to be on Polkastarter. And as you know, the last few Polkastarter projects have been extremely hyped. It was MahaDAO and SpiderDAO. And those did 4x and 8x at the peak. So the next Polkastarter pre-sale is Royale Finance. So, of course, the expectation is that it's going to moon, and when the expectation is that, sometimes or most of the time it actually happens. So that's why I've re-added it. I've decided to go through it and see if it will actually moon and what I think about it. So let's start with their tokenomics. Always the most important. Funny thing is, this is the reason I removed them from my list in the first place. Reason being, their raise is very high. Here you can see seed, they raised $350,000. Private, $400,000. Private 2, $400,000. And the Polkastarter launch is going to be $300,000. So total of about 1.5 million, which is a lot. And the reason I wasn't bullish in the start is this is a casino coin, and there've been quite a few of those, and most of them didn't raise this much, and they still didn't perform well. So considering the raise and the idea, that's why I wasn't bullish. But because it's on Polkastarter now, I'm a bit bullish on it now. So that's why I'm doing the video on it. So the seed price compared to the IDO price is quite a big difference, almost 3x. Private, almost 2x, and then about 1.5x. And we'll go through the locks on them as well, which is very important to look at. So the initial launch, considering all the locks and the tokens that will be circulating, is 1 million, which is also very high considering MahaDAO, I believe, was around 250,000 or 500,000, something like that. Or either way, it was quite low. And that's why it also managed to do such a high multiplier. Whereas in this case, the multiplier chances are a bit lower. So if we look at the lock, seed, 20% release on TGN. Remember, this is at 3x. So they just need about a 1.5x to take out the initial. And most of the time, the seed participants will take out the initial. They'll dump whatever it takes to cover the initial and then ride the rest. Meanwhile, the price gets a bit wrecked for the rest. Private 1, 40% at TGE, and then 30% per quarter. Private 2, 50% at TGE, 25% per quarter. Those are quite big unlocks. Remember, for MahaDAO, it was like 10 or 20%, which is nothing. And this is a lot more. So private sale 1, for example, we saw the price that it was 0.07. They just need about 1.3x or so to, or let's say 1.5x to take out the initial from the IDO price. So in most cases, they will sell as well, which also reduces the chances of a really nice moon. Then, yeah, public obviously is 100% unlocked. The team, you know, here's all the usual, they're all locked, which is good, obviously. So tokenomics, just like I said in the first video I made on Royale, not 100% bullish on it. Considering it's on Polkastarter, it has a potential to do well, but not as well as MahaDAO and SpiderDAO, in my opinion. Another thing to mention that I took note here is 3,000 people on Telegram. It's very active though, but that's considerably less than SpiderDAO and MahaDAO. They had quite a bit more on Telegram. So it could be that it's only on the 21st, the pre-sale for Royale Finance. So it could build up quite a bit until then, which I assume it will. But still, that's also not as bullish as the other two. Then here's the team, public team, which is always good. Georgia Andrews, Matt Armstrong. I think isn't that the guy that went to the moon? So that's there you have it, guys. It's a moon mission. Avron Goss, Jesse Agnew, don't need these guys, but here is actually bullish. Their foundation council, which I assume also is advisors or such. Joe Wong from MantraDAO. We all know MantraDAO it was one of the best performers of Uniswap Season 1. Then Wan Chain person. Wan Chain was also excellent, but that was so long ago, but still. Then Tim Frost. I remember that name from my other video from Yield App. Yield App did quite good, but then it kind of nosedived, but still bullish aspect. So that's very good. You know, the chances of rug are close to 0. So I'll give it that. That's always good. One thing I also wanted to cover, which I think will help maybe a lot of noobs, is the staking. And personally, I never stake because most of the time it won't be profitable. And looking at the staking schedule for Royale, it's really not worth it in my opinion. I mean, you stake their token, the Royale token, and if you don't lock it, you get 10% if you stake 7.2 thousand, 15% if you stake 72,000, and if you stake 720,000, which is really a lot, you get 30%. If you lock it, you get 72. I mean, those numbers sound good. You think, oh, I almost double my money in a year. But remember, the longevity of Uniswap coins is never promising. So in my opinion, I would avoid it. If you're really a believer in the project and you think it's going to really perform in the long term, then you might want to do it. But, you know, it's questionable, even though it could be a promising project. Then if we look at their medium, it's pretty much what we covered already in the video, but I see they partnered with Tidal, which is also quite a hyped upcoming sale. I've actually got it on my spreadsheet here to look at in the future. So it's always good when there's partnerships, you know, makes it more legit. And yeah, so overall, that's just my quick cover of Royale Finance. And I still think it will perform, mainly because it's on Polkastarter, and Polkastarter is so hyped at the moment. So it's bound to make a profit. So if you can get in, then participate. I mean, I will if I can. That's my opinion. This is a type form. I'll put it in the description of the video. So on here, you just fill it in. I also already filled it in, and then they will review it and see if you can participate. So my summary is, I am bullish on it, but not as bullish as the other two Polkastarter sales. I think it'll still perform, but not as good as the other two. So that means it gets a semi-pro, which is still a good rating. I mean, I invest in the ones that are semi-pro. So I will be investing if I get the opportunity to. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the video and you learned something, then feel free to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And check out my Twitter and follow me there. I post often, so maybe that can also help you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.